This is what I do every morning if I go to work.
I'm just a guy in a wheelchair who wants his cup of coffee in the morning, who has to go to work like everybody else, put his clothes on, maybe a little harder, but I don't want no sympathy for me, you know what I'm saying?
So I get my exercise every day.
Yeah, my name is Artonio Nogueira. I'm 47 years old. I'm a paraplegic, I'm a teacher, I'm an artist, and I'm an athlete also. I became a paraplegic in '87, and then I spent 10 years racing all over the world. I did marathons. I'm still doing that. And I decided I wanted to go into arts, into education. So I graduated in Montclair University. I got an art education degree there. So because I knew that, you know, you got to be realistic. You know, it's really hard to make a living as a painter. And so I decided to get into an education and started teaching as a full-time art teacher. I work actually in Jersey City. I've been working for like 16 years there now. Teaching it's demanding. I have to be honest. It's because you're dealing with children, and the children they steal your energy. You know what I'm saying? And then for a while I kind of paint less because again I had no energy because I was working full-time teaching and then racing. So, but now I'm trying to, you know, start painting in the mornings each day if I can, and that's how I get my paintings done now. I can't paint small. I just can't. I mean, you know, I don't think I even tried. I think it's just from when I was a student at the university. Maybe it was a thing. Maybe it was I don't know. Maybe because I'm in a wheelchair and I'm like, you know, usually I'm like, you know what, 3 feet tall. You know, I'm sitting down, right? So I'm shorter than anybody else, right? I'm always looking at a different perspective, right? So I have a different perspective looking at the wall, right? Than opposed to a person that stands, you know. So my perspective is different. But yet, I wanted to, like, there's something about a large canvas. Like, there's something that just gravitates me to it. And I have room to express myself. I have room to make mistakes. I have room to fix my mistakes. You know, it goes back and forth. It's like, you know, it's like a, you know, this interaction that I have with the canvas. And the bigger, the better. I wish I could even paint bigger. When I paint, I rest the canvas on the ground against the wall, and I just paint. And then I just rotate the canvas, and you have witness here in this painting itself. You can see the things upside down. If you look at the top, you have things hanging and then things up. So everything goes, and it's like radio balance because I'm in the center and everything comes and kind of like, everything, you know, kind of like gravitates to the center, you know. I use a lot of symbolic image like eyes and hearts and fish and the figure. I think it's because it's easy to do. It's because, you know, an eye is like a curved line, another curved line with a circle in the center. Hey, that's an eye. It looks good, you know. That's why I use eyes. There's no really like philosophical decision and you know, people say, oh, you know, you use a lot of fish. Is that religious and things like that? No, it's just a fish, you know, a fish because it's simple to do. It's an eye, it's a flower, it's an house, and I just combine it together, you know. Let's be real here, you know. And I'm not trying to create a message here. I'm not trying to create a political statement. I just have fun and paint, yes. And I guess I love eyes, I guess, I don't know. And you gotta be careful when you call yourself an artist, you know. You gotta be careful because it's such a strong word, you know. And I think we need to respect it more, you know. I think so. When I say it's like I don't even know if I'm an artist. I mean maybe when I get older, maybe when I'm not here no longer, you know, in a different life. Maybe I look back and say, okay, maybe I was an artist. But until, you know, I've been painting for the last 20 years or playing around with painting and art and all that, but I don't even know if I'm an artist yet. I don't know if I paid the dues yet to be an artist, you know. You gotta respect that, you know. I don't paint to sell work. I don't paint to do shows. I don't paint to be known. No, I paint because I feel like I just love the process. It's where I am. It's what I do. It's what I do, I think, well. It comes easy to me. It really comes natural. I research very little about artists. I do little research because I feel like I don't need to. I respect what artists have done. I respect museums. I think it's great to have museums. I think it's great to hang work and have galleries and have educate. Not educate. I don't want to educate the public. I want to expose the public into visual image. Let's call it that way. I think it's very necessary to expose our children to visual image and to what people do. I've had lots of my former students that are now artists themselves go through art college through scholarships and things like that. So I believe that, you know, as an artist, and then with my work, I have influenced them in one way or another. You know what I'm saying? I believe that I've done that in the past, and I hope to continue doing that. Do I see myself special? No, I'm just a guy who goes to work, has a family, paints, races, and then maybe gets a couple of beers and drinks a couple of beers or a glass of wine and have fun and normal. And that's where I see myself. And I think if society sees people for what they are, then I think it'll be more acceptance for people with disabilities. I think society, they look at people with disabilities and they look, oh, you must be special. You know, they go, oh, you're in a wheelchair, you're a new special person. You have this power, they have these gifts. None whatsoever. No, I'm just a guy. I'm a guy who uses a wheelchair. I'm not smarter, I'm not stronger, I'm not special than anybody else. I'm a normal guy who just uses a wheelchair to get around. You know, that's it. And then, you know, and if the average public see me getting around and get a job, get a paycheck, and do shows, then they're going to say, oh, it's just a guy in a wheelchair. The best analogy is my students. My students, the first day in class, the little kids, they go, why? They have like 1,000 questions, right? This is the first minute of the class. By the end, 30 minutes later, no more questions. I'm normal to them. No more questions. The next day or the next week, no more questions. They accepted me right away, you know what I'm saying? Accepted me for who I am. They see me as the teacher, not someone in a wheelchair. The wheelchair doesn't, I don't think they even see the wheelchair any longer, which is the way it should be, you know? Because there's like, what, in this country, there's like, what, 40 million people that use a wheelchair, 40 million people? You know, more than a lot of populations in other countries. Just in this country alone, you know what I'm saying? So it is a body of people that contribute to the economy, a body of people that go to work every day. You know, so they're part of society. They're not special, they're just people, like everybody else, I guess, you know.